Alright, you guys, listen to my story. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth till this video is done, okay? This is all real life stuff. This all happened, no lie. Okay, so I was kind of walking through the woods, and it was one of those, have no life, and I'm boring, and so I'm just going to spend St. Patrick's Day walking through the woods, wishing it was green. I know, exciting, right? So I was walking through the woods, and you'll not guess what happened to me. I heard a leprechaun. Now you're like, well, how do you know what a leprechaun sounds like? Oh, all leprechauns are Irish. No, they're really not. Actually, that's just when they try to speak English. The real leprechaun sounds something like... No lie. And so I was walking through the woods, and I heard... And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's a leprechaun. So I followed the sound till I came upon a leprechaun, and I saw the leprechaun, and I'm like, oh, how cute. So everyone's always, I hear all these stories when I'm a kid, like, oh, so then he followed the leprechaun through the woods, and then he heard a sound, he looked away, and when he looked back, the leprechaun was gone, because you can't take your eyes off the leprechaun, because you have to follow it to take it, so it can take you to its pot of gold. Honey, that's stupidity beyond what I can imagine. I tackled that thing. I dived. Like, that leprechaun didn't know what was coming. I dived on it, and I pulled it to the ground. I ripped that little guy to the ground. And you're like, well, David, that's so mean. Well, you know what? The majority always suppresses the minority. Have you ever noticed that with leprechauns, it always seems like they're not real people? Like, everyone's like, oh, leprechaun equals gold. How would you like it if someone was like, oh, say your name is Tom, because I know all of your names are probably Tom. Like, oh, Tom, yeah. Oh, the one with lots of money? Like, how would you feel? You'd feel, like, diminished, wouldn't you? That's how leprechauns probably feel. I'm just saying. But since I'm a traditional American, I feel the same way like you guys do, so I don't value them as the same as normal human beings, because we need to have a civil rights movement before we can truly value a person. Anyways, not that I'm trying to start an abolitionist movement for leprechauns, which should be done, may I just say. But I digress, more than you can imagine. So I tackled this leprechaun, okay? I pulled him to the ground, to the earth, and I ripped the bag of gold away from him. And he's like, oh, that is not my gold. And I'm like, yeah, you're a leprechaun carrying a random bag through the woods and it's not your gold. And then I opened the bag, and it was nothing but like tin cans and recyclable bottles. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? I mean, like, I know you're going green. But that doesn't mean you have to, like, just do nothing but recycle. I looked at him, and I pulled out, like, a 22 or whatever that is, and I just aimed it at his head, and I'm like, where's the money? Where is the gold? And he was all like, I don't have gold. By that I mean he said, and I'm like, oh, honey, you're a leprechaun who doesn't have gold? Yeah, that's happening. I believe that. I believe it. Anyways, so turns out the economy is so bad that the leprechauns don't even have their gold. He had to sell his gold for our borderline worthless money to buy food for his family. How sick is this economy that even leprechauns are struggling? Even leprechauns are struggling in this economy. This is disgusting, America. We need to fix this. We need to stand up and stop this now. Because if we don't stop it now, it'll be too late. There'll be nothing we can do. We need to stop it now. Stand up and fight, America. Fight. Sorry, I digress once more. But anyways, I was just really upset because now not only the gas price is high and everything's going up in price, but now I don't get my gold. I worked hard for my money. I worked hard to attack that leprechaun. And what do I get from it? What do I get? Nothing. That's right. Nothing, America. Stop this madness. Stop it. At this point, I'm sure you guys are saying, David, this video is so sad. This is St. Patrick's Day, a day of joy and peace and prosperity and liberty. And how has your video brought me any of those feelings? Well, it does have a happy ending. Okay, first off, I got his name for Facebook, and I'm going to be adding him. I know, I'm excited. I know. I'm excited. And I know he'll accept. And he better accept, because if he doesn't, there's going to be another Facebook rant coming soon. I just be saying. Anyways, and he introduced me to his family, and his wife is so nice. She told me she would get me 2 bags of gold. All I had to do was give her my social security number. I was like, wow, this woman is so nice. Like, I misjudged leprechauns. I really did. I thought they were just, you know, greedy people who ran to rainbows to escape our world, but I was wrong. and just get her my social security number, and she's gonna give me all this gold. Like, she's just so kind. Like, oh my goodness. I mean, sadly, I forgot my social security numbers. I couldn't give it to her, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna give it to her because, like, you know, that's like she's just so kind. She's so nice like that, and she said the sweetest thing to me. She's like.